Okay, yeah, this looks great. It does. You know what? I got to take a look at something because I was reading something this morning, Amanda. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, that's right. You're a different major. That's right. So you're not going to be taking any more typography. So I tell you what, man, I'm really impressed. I thought you did great. I really do. I mean, you did. You learned some really, really good basic elements of typography. And I mean, it's clearly visible that the person who designed these pages has been studying typography. Clearly visible. That's phenomenal. That's all we can really ask at this point. It really is. There's a couple of things I think I definitely would have worked on. I think that once you printed this out, and this is so difficult, but I say this all the time, and students always at the end of this session always say, God, you're right. I wish I would have printed this out so I could see how darn big that type is. And I think a couple of your I think a couple of your shots that you included show that, and that's specifically the pull quotes. They're just enormous. Um, the other thing is, rags. Your rags are pretty uneven. I definitely think that there's some areas where the rags really need some attention. I love making that. That's my rag noise. Those are my rag noises. Okay, so yeah, so we got a couple of those. So just some areas where the rags should be evened out a little bit. Um, Okay, other than that, listen, man, I think this is really a phenomenal piece. Now, one question I really have to ask you this based on your shots, and let me see where those shots went. Okay, so, for here, for instance. Okay, so what it looks like to me is well, let me talk about your photography. Well, I'll talk about your photography in a second. What it looks like is that based on these shots, let me see if I can find another one. I think that's the most obvious because we can see that you never trimmed, so we don't have bleed. Let me see where I think that was bleed right there. I think that was bleed. Were they? I don't know. I thought they were. I thought that those. Let me see. Yeah, see what I'm seeing? See what I'm saying? So we never this was never trimmed to bleed to show to see what I'm saying? Right there at that bottom, right there, that bottom white right there is not supposed to be there, correct? But other than that, I think that it's really really super impressive. I'm so proud of you. Um, okay, awesome job. Oh, photography. I just wanted to mention a couple of things on this. Is when you're shooting your work, you always want to place it on a neutral background. Okay, so in other words, your marble table, as lovely as it is, um, it's not a good background. You want to do something like grab a poster board and put one on your table and then rest one on the wall right next to it and then shoot on that. So, or even like if you just have like a completely innocuous wood table, sometimes that's good. But otherwise, I would recommend shooting on a very, very innocuous neutral background. Okay. Hey, great job. I really liked having you in class. I enjoyed you. You're a fun student. Okay, cool. Any questions at all? Or if I can do anything for you in the future, just please don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, thanks very much. Great class.